Hi, this is DH Dunn, and we're back with more Rogue Trader, our third episode. Maybe our first real fight. I don't know. That fight I thought was going to be our first real fight. Really, the people we had with us were so OP that we were never going to lose that fight. But this one, maybe we could lose. So, first challenge. They still have the guy chopped in half by Abelard. I gotta get his name right. Okay, so first we gotta position our guys. I still haven't been able to equip the rest of my stuff. Could I equip this now? Unable to change equipment in combat. Oh, that's annoying. Do I not even have a gun? Oh my gosh. Alright, well I guess I'm just tearing dudes up then. We'll put him there. And, Abelard, you're also a melee boy, so hey, you know what? We'll take them on each side. We'll see how that goes. Start the battle. The combat abilities of characters differ depending on their archetype. Available abilities are located at the bottom right of the screen on the abilities panel. To read the full description of the ability, hover your cursor over its icon and click RMB. Click LMB on the icon to use the ability. Before the ability is used, you will get to review its estimated outcome while hovering your cursor over a character or an area of your choosing. You will also be able to see that ability's area of effect, and each character in this area will have a number displayed over them, denoting the probability of being successfully affected. If the ability's effect is guaranteed to work, the ability's icon is displayed instead of a number. When you're ready to use the ability, click left mouse button to confirm your choice. I was worried I was muted. During your adventures, your characters will gain new abilities and talents as their power grows. You can view the full list of available abilities and talents on the Features tab in the character menu. I'm not a good narrator. Okay, so we've got Brace for Impact, which I still don't fully get. Grants the braced effect, which is +2 deflection. Okay. Can we then see deflection is the amount of damage deducted? Okay, so it increases everybody's armor. Alright, we can do that once. It costs 0 AP. And we can do it probably once a combat, right? I see no reason not to do it. So that happened. Okay, now we're just going to charge and tear this guy up.
Consider that off limits.
Target is too close. Okay, can we do this guy?
This in motion. That is how it's done.
Oh, I love it. Oh yeah, I didn't notice we've got all this sweep, swing, and strike. Okay, do we still have that? 2 AP. I still have 2 AP left. Strike is a single attack, 5 to 7. Swing is a 5 to 7 for creatures in a radius. And then sweep, 1 creature in a 1-cell radius, but inflicts bleeding. Well, I want the strike, man. Can we get this guy? 90%. Oh, he is gone. I think we're going to be fine. Your new companion is a warrior. Abelard specializes in melee combat and drawing the enemy's attacks. Charge is a unique warrior ability that I just used. Only works when they're using a melee weapon and is not considered an attack action. Use charge to close the distance between you and the enemy and deal damage. Yeah, we just did that. Melee attacks require the character to be adjacent to an enemy to make a melee attack. I already did all that too. Alright, we're going to charge in. Right here. Right onto this guy.
Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
And then we've got Cleave, which is everybody within all creatures in a range, or just straight up strike. We'll do the straight strike.
I will do my duty.
Slice. I just like it. I like it. I don't know if it's bad that I like it, but I like it. Chainsword. I don't. Yeah, that's what he's got equipped. All right, do your worst, guys. Okay, but don't do too much. One, that's not bad. Be careful. Companions can get hurt by your burst attacks or area attacks. To avoid friendly fire, keep an eye on the trajectory of shots and the area of effect of area attacks and melee burst attacks. Yeah, how hurt is he? Not very hurt. We charge.
I know what to do. One and done.
And then this is the big boy, I think. Let's get him with a strike.
Not my area.
No, we don't have enough movement. Yeah, all right. Whoopsie. Yeah, that's not gonna get him.
Easy.
Oh, that is gonna get him. Huh? No. Oh, you can do it in an AoE even if there's no targets. Okay. All right, that's fine. Go ahead and swing here.
At your beck and reduced to dust.
And once you've attacked, you can't move, except unless you're using an ability like that. But he's too close. Okay, that's fine.
Out of my way.
Where you going, buddy? Oh. Ow,
Unpleasant.
ow. In order to take actions, yes. Like I just figured that out again. Thank you.
With purpose.
We're gonna go here, and then we're going to strike you. And that's probably all we can do. Yeah. And then we can probably charge you. No? Give me the charge. Yeah, we can. Yeah, alright. Nice. You can advance the level of your character and companions, prevailing in battles, exploring the Coronis Expanse, and completing quests for new experience points. Once you've accumulated enough experience, your character gains a new level. Click on the arrow symbol and your character's part should open up the level up screen. Each level gained offers your characters new progression options, including new abilities, talents, skill improvements, and other enhancements. Your companions gain new levels at the same time as your character. Even if they are not included in the active party during your journeys, you can always increase their level later. Okay, so we have leveled up. Might be a brief cut or edit here as I go look at my build guide. All right, I am back. The build guide that I'm using tells me that I want to use Medicae as my skill here. Click to improve archetype details. So we're going to go right there. And complete. Okay, yeah, complete. And I think we do the same thing with him. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that, but you know what? I'm sure it'll be fine. Now can I finally equip my other stuff here? So we've got the flak chest plate. We got our medical kit. And our laser gun. Auto pistol. Okay, nice. What do you have? Okay. Alright, we're out of here. Here's a map of your void ship. It consists of several parts between which you can travel. Some parts are not yet available, but over time your character will be able to access them. Click left mouse button on the active part of the void ship to move there. Okay, right there.
Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head.
Whoa. Yeah, look out.
Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Whoa, she's scary.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
All right. We're going for it here.
This is
I love
Idira
it.
Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira,
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the engine Seer Prime is...
Oof.
Said, without a doubt.
That's not good.
And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
I get that. It would suck to be one of those people, though.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Ethelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well.
Oh, thank
Quickly,
goodness.
we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind
Yeah, he is
or
a
body
psyker.
to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Are you a diviner?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern.
She's great.
But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are Von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
How did you know that?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
The seer's words bring back a wave of memories of the bitter, humiliating moments of your greatest shame. Something sour rushes to your tongue, and your head is clouded with a sickening sense of your own worthlessness. All right, we better go check on the navigator.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Adira has joined your party, which now consists of several characters. To select one character, click the left mouse button on their portrait. To select multiple characters, hold left mouse button and drag a box around them. To select the entire party and issue commands to all your characters at once, press backspace. Backspace. Bam. There we go. All right, and do we have a map? Yep. All right. Do we want to head... What's this? That's the wreckage that fell. That, I think, is where we came from. Alright, let's head this way.
Marching ahead.
Yep, that's what we're doing. This door does not budge. Clots of viscous flesh have entangled the metal, sealing it shut. Okay. Very well, then. About this door here. Also, we'll check this. Fallen piece of debris that almost proved fatal to you without Adira's protection. You would have remained in this corridor forever. There we go. What are they doing?
Beware the eye of the witch. All of you will be.
Alright, so these are bad guys. Heretic Psyker. That's our big target. Brawler, Sharpshooter, Brawler. Alright. Let's see. Now, we're not going to get to go for a while. We've got the Psyker, the Brawler, Sharpshooter, and Sharpshooter are going to go before Abelard. So let's take Abelard. Let's see, which this Sharpshooter, I think we need to be in cover. So we'll put Abelard here, Tarn here, and Adira probably back here. Maybe a bit conservative, but we'll see how it goes.
Let's get to it.
I don't know what I'm dealing with here. Oof! 5 off the top.
Death to non-believers.
Alright. Nice parry. Adira is a psyker and an operative. As an operative, she could study opponents and identify their weaknesses, and her psyker abilities allow her to deal damage to them. Analyze enemies is an operative ability which applies the exploit effect to all enemies within the operative's line of sight at the start of the operative's turn. The operative can use this ability against a specific enemy to inflict several stacks of this attack effect. The higher the operative's intelligence bonus is, the more exploit stacks will be inflicted. Whenever the operative hits a target with the exploit applied to them, the attack deals additional damage. The amount of extra damage depends on the target's number of exploit stacks and the operative's perception. Expose weakness is an operative ability that they can use against a single enemy who is under the exploit effect. This reduces their dodge, parry, and armor. The amount of reduction depends on the number of active exploits on the enemy and the operative's perception. Adira is armed with a special staff that allows the psychic to unleash psychic powers against enemies. In the future, you will encounter staffs that only a psychic versed in a certain discipline can use. For example, you might find a staff that lets a psychic use Inferno, but to do so, they must first have the Pyromancy psychic discipline learned. Alright. She's up. So she's got Analyze Enemies. And let's see, it's within line of sight. That's one enemy within line of sight. Okay, there's Psychic Shriek. Within a 12 radius. She could hit this guy with that. She's also got Forewarning. Increases the target's dodge and parry. She could do that to Abelard. Lightning Arc. Chains up to 4 targets within a 3-cell radius. We've got 3 targets that can get that. She's got 2 AP. And I like that. Like if we were to hit
On it.
you. Oh, that did not work the way I thought it would. I thought I would pick the targets. But okay, alright, fair enough. Sorry about that, Abelard. We'll give you a little forewarning as an apology. And is this going to get anybody? One enemy creature, unlimited range. Well, absolutely. The Psyker. No line of sight. All right, then. Can we move you? You've already attacked, so we can't move you. All right, then we've kind of done with you. All right, Abelard. Can you charge into this dude? No, target is too far. Yeah. I don't think anybody's... Must be at least 2 free cells. First creature along a 6 cell line. Alright, so I don't think you can do that. Can you just straight up move and then just chop this guy? Or can you go here? Here? I think I want you here. And then just lay into this guy. Cleave is not going to hit. Will it hit these guys too? I'm not sure. Let's find out.
Be done. Target well
No,
struck.
but 18 is fantastic. Wow, 18 is amazing. That's it, I think. Your other attack requires... You can't take another action. Can you charge here?
Someone else can do
No,
this.
he's too close.
I will do my duty.
Oh! Opportunity attack parried, though. Nice.
Chaos guides me.
That's all.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions in combat before taking them. Click left mouse button in any accessible cell to place the character's hologram there. Select an ability or a single shot attack to see the expected outcome. The action will be displayed as if used from the hologram's location to let you assess whether you have picked an effective position for the attack you're planning to take. The hologram also lets you see if the enemy will be within your line of sight. Okay, cool. So, for example... If I click once, he's there, and then if I pick this, yeah, I can see. And that's what I want. I don't care about anybody else, I just want to kill this guy. Give him the old chopperoni. Hello. Fantastic. Maybe we can still do the strike.
Do that.
Nope, he's too close.
Let's
But he's
set this
not.
in motion.
Goodbye. You better run, buddy. That was a complete waste of time. Can I run here? And then zap. Oh, no, we'll get somebody else if we do that. Crap. We'll just let someone else kill you. Let's practice analyze enemies.
Was that you? Or...
Okay, so he's got 2 stacks on him now. Okay, cool. And then Adelard will let you kill this guy. Can you charge?
I'm not interested.
No. No suitable path? That's alright. We'll just punch it.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Let's see. Cleave. No.
It will be done. I took care
There
of
we
this
go.
one.
The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling, as it exits through 2 dark, gill-like slits in their cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, 2 ordinary eyes, as well as a third one that sits in the center of his forehead. Oh. Look at that.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
I'm gonna ask Adira what's wrong with him.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls down from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals,
Uh-oh.
and behold the final dawn.
Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back into the seat, then thrusts forward again as bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous screaming mouth-like pits.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Adira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator, succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then the fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid is turned from a trickle to a stream, mixed with blood coming out of his nose, and there's purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
We can't help this guy. We need to do what he's saying. Abelard, how do we do that?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this dude is hanging on against all the insanity that's pouring into his mind. The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the box at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So cool. All right, we're going to put in another cut here, but this is awesome. I'm so into this time. So I hope you have a good time. If you're enjoying the series, you can give me the like, comment, subscribe. Those two will really help me. I'll be back soon with more Rogue Trader. Until then, stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.